If you are planning to rent a kimono in Japan, this video will save you from embarrassment and unnecessary trouble. Today, I will share essential tips for renting a kimono in Japan so you can enjoy it comfortably, beautifully, and respectfully. Welcome to Susie's Discover Japan! Hi everyone! Welcome back! Today, I'd like to talk to you about rent a kimono in Japan. First of all, I actually think renting a kimono is a very smart choice, especially if you've never worn one before. Buying a kimono is not just buying one garment. You need to full set the kimono, obi, undergarments, accessories. If you are not sure if you're gonna wear it again in your own country, maybe it's a better choice to rent a kimono. So I think that's a great idea to rent a kimono and wear it and experience. And if you really like it, you can buy your own kimono later, okay? Another big advantage of rental kimono shop is professional dressing. When a professional dresses you, the kimono looks clearer and more polished. It looks so good, right? It's much less likely to fall apart or shifting during the day. If you are planning to walk around sightseeing or take a photo, or being dressed by a professional is simply more comfortable and secure. Most rental shops also include professional hairstyling and sometimes makeup. Hairstyle becomes more elegant and nice and more refined, something most people wouldn't do on their own. And also the obi, this is very simple style, but if with a professional dress you up, they can make it like a flower in a very nice, elegant way. So it's really nice. Enjoying this full styling experience is one of the best part of renting a kimono, I think. Tourist kimono versus real silk kimono. Most rental kimonos for tourists are made from lightweight synthetic fabric, not silk. Maybe you can say that it looks cheap. Yes, it is, but this is actually the idea for sightseeing. They are light, comfortable, and easy to wear for hours, okay? Authentic silk kimono like furisode are stunning but very heavy. They are not designed for walking all day. Maybe once you finish dressing, you will be tired already. So for temple shrines and city walks, a lightweight, colorful rental kimono is the best choice. Among rental kimonos, some are made of silk. The same rules apply to all fabrics, but silk especially requires very careful handling to prevent damage. In some rental shops, if a kimono is damaged, such as stains, cigarette burns, or strong perfume odors, a penalty fee may be charged. So please listen carefully to the following point and be mindful while wearing your kimono. Please never let kimono sleeves touch the ground, even for photo shooting. It's not like dragging your wedding dress or veil to the ground. No, for kimono, don't never do that. If you wear long sleeve kimono, you need to be more careful. When you sit down, when you use stairs, you need to carry the sleeves on the other one hand like this. When you eat, protect the chest area. Avoid spills. Stains are extremely hard to remove. In restrooms, always secure the sleeves. Keep them away from the floor and water. These small habits protect the kimono and your experience. Perfume is a major issue for rental shops. Strong scents stay in the fabric and it's very difficult to remove. So if possible, avoid perfume entirely. The normal amount for non-Japanese people and for Japanese people are big difference. So it's better not to use perfume when you wear kimono, I think. And if you definitely have to use it, maybe you can apply a very small amount few hours before dressing and never spray after wearing the kimono. So never spray with kimono. No. It's not good. Also avoid water and rain. If you're wearing silk kimono, especially more careful. Silk especially can bleed color, shrink, or lose its shape. When you wash your hands, be careful. If it rains, take a taxi instead of walking. Rental staff at the shop will always explain important rules. Please listen carefully and follow them. Treating borrowed items with care and respect is deeply rooted in Japanese culture. Wearing a kimono is not just about appearance, it's about appreciating the tradition behind it. If you choose the right kimono, follow the rules and respect the garment. And one more thing, people often ask me, can I borrow a kimono from a Japanese friend? That's actually a very different topic, so I will talk about that in a separate video. I hope you will have a wonderful experience by renting kimono and experience Japanese culture with a nice photo shooting. Yeah, it must be very, very fun. So I hope you will enjoy it. In the next video, I will take you through how I get ready on a kimono day and share my personal preparation routine. So please subscribe this channel and stay tuned. Alright, thank you for watching. Bye.